Did you see any of the like I've seen I say a lot. I saw guys making like hibachi, on the steps. This
Yo,
was
yeah,
on
yeah, yeah, yeah.
like on the internet, of course, but celebrating July 4th, they're making like cake and ice cream.
Good cook-ups. Cook-ups.
How? I mean, I see how. Not even how. I see how, but like this is some ill shit, man. And it shows you. You know what it shows me is that if society broke down, there are people who would survive because they just figure out what to do.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Like that. That's some real like figuring out type of stuff and making the best of your surroundings. I guess
Your resources.
resources for
Yeah,
sure, for
yeah.
sure. But so, did you see anything like that?
I mean, none of the big scale shit like that. Hibachi, they be lighting up the whole bed. You know what I'm saying? Cooking it on the slab. You know. So I haven't seen that, but like the big cook-ups, like the big pizza box of noodles with chips and sausage and cheese and like layers,
Mm.
layers of shit. And like people are cutting off squares of it and everybody eating around the pot and stuff. Like I've seen that. I've seen people make all types of desserts. The cakes just be pretty much though. It's an exchange in there. It's politicking just like it is out here.
Mm.
We all get trays every day, and on top of the commissary that you get for store every week. But if you got a tray and we get a cake with it. So if everybody got cakes, but on the tray you get an apple too, or chicken patty or whatever. The nigga that make the cake, the big cake at the end of the night, is gonna trade his stuff off all day. Like, hey, I'll give you my chicken patty for your cake. Nobody that's trying to eat for real,
Mm.
don't nobody care about no cake. They're like, yeah, let me double up on that chicken patty. Go ahead. Or bro be like, hey, I'm about to make this big ass cake. I know you don't want your cake no way. I'll make sure whatever when I make the cake, whatever make you happy, I'll give you a noodle or something. Um, if somebody gets some cake, because they end up sending the cake out, selling it. People will probably give them a soup or some coffee or something, and these will just be giving their cakes up to him because they know he gonna get back to them on the back end. So
Yeah.
fudge, that water will be so hot in that bitch, niggas will take all buy Hershey's and chocolate bars and just put it in a plastic bag and run it under the faucet for like 30 seconds to a minute, and it'll turn into fudge.
Mm.
They'll cut the bag open, and now we got chocolate cake. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Motherfuckers innovative in there, bro. For sure. For sure.
I definitely saw the one with the guy actually in the cell too.
Mm-hmm.
He was making something like on the slab, but I also saw the one with the guy on the steps.
Yeah. That shit just, see, that right there is, you gotta get that slab so hot. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get that bitch so hot to actually cook on there that, at least where I was at, that shit ain't happening. Cause you ain't nobody finna, don't get it wrong, you can get something lit in there, but they got that bitch on fire
Mm-hmm.
to get that slab that hot. That ain't happening where I was at. Yeah, no, no. That's like, that was probably like a video from the feds or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's levels to this shit. The feds, they probably doing shit like that in there. That's where most of the movie shit be though, in the feds.
Mm-hmm.
The heavy gang population, the big old yard fights, the stabbings, niggas getting raped. You a nigga asking you for your cookie at lunch, you not giving them to him. Y'all get to fighting. That type of shit happening in the feds for real, for real.
Okay, that's interesting.
Big
Yeah.
boys. That's the big boys.
People like me don't be knowing nothing for real. Just see stuff in movies and. But
it gets you so far.
Yeah, keep me out of there. For sure.
Yeah, you feel me?
For sure. Have you ever seen Scared Straight?
Beyonce, Scared Straight.
There was an original one that they did in like the '70s, where Beyond Scared Straight came from.
Okay. No, I ain't seen that.
To me, that was real.
Uh,
I think they really took these these little white children to this prison, to talk to these black inmates. But did you see any of that?
I didn't see the Scared Straight. I seen Beyond Scared Straight.
I mean, while you were inside, did you see any like children brought in to talk to the inmates?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. But there's be like certain more popular prisons, way more popular. So it's like they gonna take them there, or not even just because they're more popular. Also because a lot of these prisons that are more popular is because that's where a lot of the more violent shit is happening. Which means that's where a lot of these kids are messed up at, because the community around them is messed up. So that's where they be taking them to. But they ain't never did no tour while I was in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
You remember the Booty Warrior? Did you see that from the Bodoc?
Yeah. Tripping.
So I watched a couple of his interviews,